brief and final comments from me after a very good CCC conference. And I want to start these final comments as I started today with appreciation. Thank you to all of our speakers. Thank you, Mia, for moderating this very important event. And also the thanks goes to my team at Volvo, my colleagues, and all those who helped to establish this fantastic and very well organized event. Let's please all give our appreciation to all of those. For me, as I was sitting and listening and learning, the two words that came to me as I was jotting down my notes are that I am inspired and I am informed. As Nicholas said, I've learned a lot today, which goes to prove to me that while I certainly consider myself a lifelong learner and a continuous student, there's so much more that I can learn and need to learn about our challenges with the climate and the role that I can play as a leader and that Volvo Construction Equipment must play as a leader to fight this battle. So inspired, informed, for me, this conference exceeded expectations, and I hope that you feel the same way. Because it's from conferences like this that we get energy, we build momentum, and we establish traction. Yet, I remain very concerned. Probably even more concerned than we started the day. And that's one of the benefits of education, is now I know even more than I did this morning at the beginning. And our challenges collectively are daunting, which is why it's so important that we get together for events like this to recognize the opportunities and the challenges and make sure we are doing the right things and keeping the right pace. My observations, and I sense yours, is that the themes from today were very consistent. A lot of even the phrases, unrehearsed, very consistent. And I will tell you from my perspective, that's very, very good. Because if the themes and the positions and the opinions were divergent, then I'd be extremely concerned. But there's a common view and a common goal already. But we all need to quicken the pace. And one of these themes, which I'll repeat again, is finalizing and using the common language and a consistent measurement. Not just in the bidding process, of course, but how we combat the climate challenge. That which is measured is indeed done, but only with proper governance and the needed rules being in place. So I fully support and agree the need for the language and measurement to be consistent. And what I've heard, it's not so consistent yet today, but we're progressing there. Also, I observe and heard today, as we all know, I think, that sustainability does require some paradigm shifts, the fight towards sustainability, some paradigm shifts on business models as a cross-sector approach to how we combat these challenges. We have to take a bit of a cross-sector, all of us, business model perspective. One of the terms used today was the new climate economy. And this, of course, requires innovation. Innovation needs to be commercialized over time. Not all of it, but some of it needs to stick and become commercial successes, which in turn generates funds for more innovation and research. So we have to work together to make this happen. Innovation, some of it, not all of it, must become commercialized and then reach scale to have the impact. We do the demos, we do the R&D, the advanced engineering, but these are little pockets, little thimbles of innovation. For innovation to become meaningful, it has to reach some scale. And scale's not achieved through industry alone, it's achieved from a cross-sector approach where all of us are rowing the boat in the same direction. This, of course, requires then a combination of industry, business, policy, laws, and market forces coming together. So each of us, all of us, have a role in this then. Again, consistent themes from today. Plans and programs are important, but plans and programs aren't what fix problems. People fix problems. Plans and programs are a bit of a guidance system, but it's the people in this room and the ones who work with us back in our offices in our home countries that will fix the problems. At Volvo Construction Equipment, we will continue to do our part. Small part though it may be in the large scheme, I promise you we will stay engaged, involved with our energy and with our monies, because it is one of our core values, environmental care. We've decided we will continue to provide additional monies for research projects such as the 4 that we heard about today, and we will continue to invest in innovation, such as was shown earlier this afternoon, just a little while ago, this new electric dump truck autonomous vehicle site that we have started, which is just being announced today. Very exciting project with my thanks and the thanks of the Volvo Group to the Swedish Energy Agency and to Skanska, our 2 partners with Volvo CE on this important project. Just one example of where we will continue to push this, not yet knowing if, when it'll be commercialized, but knowing if we don't do it, that it'll never get done. So we have to take these risks. So leadership, innovation, collaboration requires all of us, each of us, across all sectors, to act, I think, a bit differently, despite the good energy and the shared vision in this room. We have to, as someone said earlier today, even more so open up. We have to trust. As was said just now, it doesn't matter who takes the lead as long as the lead is taken. Right? We need to collectively then to lead, follow, or get out of the way. And I, for one, am very happy to follow anyone else's lead as we drive here. And then I hope you put pressure on Volvo Construction Equipment to keep pace with you as you lead us towards the solution. To not do so, the consequences are dire for our planet and for the generations to come. But for me, despite my concerns being further informed, the energy and the talent in this room and behind all the people and around all the people in this room is incredibly motivating. Incredibly motivating. I have 3 teenage daughters, and they wanted to know what I would be doing today, and they were asking me, Daddy, what will you say? And more importantly, they said, do you think you know enough to say something intelligent? And I said, I doubt that on most days, right? But I'm coming to learn. And then with this knowledge, I plan to lead. And I hope that all of you do the same. So I then thank you for a very successful CCC Summit. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring. And thank you for your leadership.